Many business owners dream of building an empire, but what if the key to expansion comes with strings attached? Imagine you're standing before a locked door labeled Fortune, and you miraculously have the key. But before you can walk through that door, there's a catch. Of course there's a catch. Sometimes ambition may come with risks, but with risk comes reward. Business growth may involve borrowing money, but before you take a bath in a loan with bad terms, let's get a few basics situated. Most banks or lenders aren't just handing out cash. They want assurances, and that assurance often comes in the form of what we'll talk about in today's glitch number 224 for August 11th. Okay, you're wondering what's the catch? It's simple, a personal guarantee, which actually isn't so simple. And what does that mean exactly? We're here to tell you with our resident loan officer of over 30 years. Take it away, Trevor.
People get nervous about personal guarantees. They hear that word personal. They hear that word guarantee. Blah, 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 blah.
It's a double whammy.
I know somebody who has said about personal guarantees, she said, by the way, just so we're clear, that's the she. What are you willing to do to grow your business?
Or what are you willing to do to protect your business when the bank is definitely going to come knocking if you're unable?
Don't go there. Don't scare the heck out of them before I've had a chance to start. Okay, so listen.
True.
Ignore everything Linda just said, because we are not here to scare the bejesus out of you today. We are here to help you understand in a very zen way to calm you about what a personal guarantee is. Yes, it means if you're getting a loan for your business from a lender, and especially if it's an SBA guaranteed loan, a personal guarantee aspect is very likely to come up in the underwriting and approval process. The bottom line about a personal guarantee is that it means if your business cannot repay the loan, and if the business fails, you then have already pledged your personal assets to allow the bank, should they need to, sue you to obtain a judgment and then attach those personal assets. In some cases, they don't even have to sue.
Tomorrow's glitch is about pledging assets. My understanding was that the personal guarantee is where the bank will expect you to use personal means to pay back the bank. They may ask you to pledge assets, but maybe they don't. The personal guarantee is, though, that you are willing to repay this loan from personal assets.
Yes.
Not so much pledging.
Okay, now you can listen to Linda. You're basically saying as the owner that, hey, bank, you're putting your hand up to the bank and saying, I swear, like, if my business can't do this. Where I think it becomes frightening is people are like, well, what if something happens with the business? Well, if something happens with the business and it fails and it can't pay its debts and its obligations exceed its assets, hold on, there's a name for that. Oh, that's right, it's called bankruptcy. So it doesn't mean that you don't have protections if you have made a personal guarantee on a business loan for your business. But it does mean, and this is where we need you to take that anxiety and worry out of it, it means that you're more likely to get approved for better quality financing when there's a personal guarantee component built into the loan. I think a lot of business owners have a misunderstanding and a misconception, and all they hear is personal guarantee and they get terrified. And so today we're talking about if the business fails, if the business defaults and it cannot pay the loan, that you as the personal guarantor have said, I will make good on the loan out of my personal assets. But the best way to sleep at night is to understand how much you believe in yourself and believe in your business.
Well, that's where the goal and actionable item come into play for the Glitch Gurus in the email. There's some considerations on how to approach the scenario so that you have confidence in yourself, in your ability to sustain the business, to not only repay the loan, but also have a certain level of profits so that you're enjoying your business, because what's the point if the business is continuing to lose money? To take your time in reviewing what your options are, what the terms are, and also, really assessing what are your strengths with getting new clients. New clients means new business. New business means revenue injection. Revenue injection means being able to pay your bills.
Which is very different from what my friends did to me about 20 years ago in Pittsburgh at a Playland type of amusement park, where I'm terrified of roller coasters, and they convinced me. They were like, look at the roller coaster. It's not that big. And so I did this analysis just by looking, and I went, okay, it doesn't look that big. And it was one of these things that, like, one of the oldest roller coasters in the country. It was a wooden roller coaster. And I said, okay, even though I'm terrified of roller coasters, I'll get on the thing. And my friends were all snickering behind their hands, and I didn't really know why. Well, somehow they convinced the guy loading the cars to put me in the front car.
Oh.
And yes, it actually was much more terrifying. So I didn't really get to analyze how terrifying this was going to be. But I'll tell you what, are you looking at me right now? Because you know what? I survived. It wasn't that terrible. Yes, I screamed like a little girl. But ultimately, it was kind of fun. And the thing is, a personal guarantee, when you've had a chance to do this homework that we mentioned in the gold and actionable item, helps you to really understand you're going to get on that roller coaster or not. And most likely you will, because most likely you'll realize, yeah, there may be moments in your business where you'll scream like a little girl, but basically you'll get through it.
224.